Ilya Kovalchuk in a little trouble in his home country and home league of the KHL. Is he coming back to the NHL? Probably not. Yeah, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to the Crease. Tommy C, my point man in my crease. I'm going to chase it out for the end of it. Mr. Jeff the Huffman, New Van Blues Man, and the Chicago Dead on Dave. I'm going to get right into it. We're not going to beat around the bush, says Howard Cosell. Let me get this right here. Ilya Kovalchuk, this is coming from Greg Wyshynski of Puck Daddy. Early this week, SKA's coach Sergei Zubov, 94 Ranger, one of the best defensemen, really one of the most, I think he's still underrated, to be honest with you. Early this week, Sergei Zubov sparked controversy when he scratched superstar and team captain Ilya Kovalchuk Game 2 of their KHL Gargling Cup playoff series against Lokomotiv. They lost Game 1 in overtime. Kovalchuk played like hot garbage, failing to score and skating a -2. Still, I thought that stat didn't matter anymore. You notice how, like, all the, now that I'm thinking of it, all the analytics guys, like, they flip that shit when people start talking plus minus. Notice how they still put it up there when it's a minus. Right. Still sitting him for the second game was a stunner, especially when the coach went as far as saying that Kovalchuk would no longer train with the team. Wow. Furthering the explanation is Sovs Sport reported that Kovalchuk had repeated violations of the training regiment, conflicts with assistant coach Vladimir Fetisov, which does not sound very captainly, according to
not too many Vladimirs do, but
no.
It's the lesser of two evils for him, though. Let's face it.
SKA won Game 2 without Kovalchuk, 3-2, which they nearly blew a 3-goal lead. Speculation that Kovalchuk was a scratch would be a one-time shock to the system, but Sports Express reports that Wednesday that Kovalchuk will not play in SKA's home game. Games 3 on Thursday, and that he has been stripped of his captaincy. You want him on your team, Dave? You want him on your team?
No. Look, it should tell you something. The guy's 32 years old and can get a job. So no, I don't see him coming back. I don't see anyone really giving him a shot, especially now with issues with his leadership skills. No, he's done.
Jeff the Huffman.
Yeah, he's done. He's done.
Done. Finished. Finito. Well, he's more done than both of you can imagine. Because remember, Kovalchuk retired. He didn't leave as a free agent.
Oh.
Here's what he would have to do to get back in the NHL. These are new rules that I was not aware of. Number 1, he would need approval from all 30 teams due to his voluntary retirement and return to the
I can think of a certain team on the East Coast that probably will say no to that.
Yes. Or no, the one in Toronto too. Remember? If Kovalchuk, here's number 2. Well, if Kovalchuk were to sit out of hockey for a calendar year, he would only need the New Jersey Devils' consent to return, which he might get because Lou's not there anymore, so they might try to give him a contract. That makes him probably have to play for the Devils, if I had to guess. As he's a voluntarily retired list and last played for that club, which means he also could sign with the Devils, or most likely they trade his rights away. Number 3, Kovalchuk plays internationally until he turns 35, April 15th, 2018, and then he's dropped from the voluntary retired list and becomes an unrestricted free agent in 2018. He'll be 35. The party's over. Now, Kovalchuk's got a sweet deal. So, I mean, for Sergei Zubov to drop him, he's literally dropping the highest paid player in the league. All right, do you still want him? Oh, look, maybe Zubov's a jerk off. Maybe he's no damn good. Maybe he's a lousy coach.
Possibly.
All right, maybe. Kovalchuk has been uniformly terrible this season, according to Greg Wyshynski. He has 16 goals and 33 assists in 50 games. That's not all-star shit. But the place sold to a crawl in 2016, 4 goals, 10 assists in 15 games, including a streak from December to January where he failed to score a goal. That's it. Do you want this guy in your team? I know he's
16
talented.
goals, 33 assists through 50 games. I mean, that's a point a game.
It's not worth the kind of it's not worth Kovalchuk money.
No, it's not worth Kovalchuk money. But the one lesson you can learn from this is why we don't burn bridges as we're walking across them.
Right. If you want to screw your career, just follow the path of Ilya Kovalchuk.
Yes.
Who does that? I'm gonna walk across a wood bridge, just throw fucking matches as I'm walking behind me.
Man. If Russia hits like a, if Russia
Love
hits,
it. Love
I've heard stories about KHL players not being paid. Now, SKA is pretty high heavyweight team in the KHL, so that's the odds of that are probably pretty slim. But who knows? It's Russia. So the deal he is now is better than any deal that he's gonna touch in the National Hockey League. I forget the exact numbers of it, but it's like really over the top. Nobody's going to want to pay him. We knew this about him before he left. So, Kovalchuk, he kind of screwed himself. I wouldn't want him on my team.
No.
I might get him on my team to clean the locker room. I might get him to do that. Have him pick up pucks at the end of practice.
Yeah.
Maybe he can make some vodka. I mean.
This is the same guy. Holy shit. Oh, we have to patch this call in. This is the same guy that waved his team off in World Championships last year. Was it last year or the year before? Last year, when they lost and got his team fined. Jake Link, real big Covey fan. You're on the air.
Yes, I sure am.
Yeah. What do you think of this?
I'm on my way home. I popped on the show for a second, and I know you guys are talking about Ilya Kovalchuk, and I think what this comes down to is never trust a Russian. Only if your name's Alexander Ovechkin. Never trust a Russian.
Yes.
They're always going to break your heart. and not to mention, he was rumored to have a huge attitude problem in New Jersey, too. When John McClain was the coach, he was he didn't show up for a game and a practice.
Sounds like that's what's going on. And Sergey.
Yeah. Hell, I've only trusted Ovi since Trotz got a hold of him. Fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well,
Ovi though, he seems like he has one foot in the KHL.
Yeah, he does. He wants the gold more than he wants the cup, and I think that's a lot of the problem. The hockey culture is so dramatically different. Your goals as a child, your idea of what hockey greatness is, doesn't mildly resemble a North American or even a Western European or Central European, and that's half the problem.
Hell, right now it's fucking in Russia. It's hockey, crime, or starvation. That's it.
Yeah.
Hockey, not being gay.
Maybe freezing. You can throw freezing in there.
Not being gay.
Siberia becomes appealing this time of year.
Oh, jeez.
So you play with a hockey stick, not with a men's stick.
All right, Devils fan. What would you take him if you if he cut a deal with you? Would you want him back in the lineup?
I mean,
Say he loves him.
I wouldn't want to pay him what we were paying him.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's going to see anywhere near the money that he was getting in either leagues, just because he's going in as damaged goods right now. He's
going to see any money from any NHL team because they're not going to want him.
Nothing makes me happy.
No, there's going to be a team that wants it. Trust me.
Yeah, somebody wants him, but I mean, will they let him back in? Did you hear the rules that he has to get back?
Loophole?
Okay, here's the rules, real quick. He needs all 30 teams to approve. Somebody in Toronto might not. If he has to sit out a calendar year, but the Devils have first dibs on him, so he needs their permission. Okay, or he plays internationally till he's 35 and then gets dropped. And then he becomes an unrestricted free agent. So, and then he would be at least 35.
He's 35.
Yeah, and who cares? You know, we don't get. I mean, he's in his prime right now. He only has like 6 goals in the last 15 games, which is very un-Covey-like. In a league that's a lot more open and a bigger ice surface. Let's not forget the KHL has a bigger ice surface. So, yeah, I mean,
now he doesn't even have a job there. Now he doesn't even have that job. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. He's gonna be like a fucking an old lover going back to a girl. Hey, remember the good times we've had?
Yeah, except that old lover doesn't carry a cap hit of like $3.5 million. Fuck that.
Yeah. That's pretty much what I was saying. All right, thanks for the call, Jake. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, take care. Oh, good. I got him out before he made fun of me. With the Rangers.
That's always the key. It's always it's important.
You need to go.
yourself.
Oh. But before we make fun of me, I'll let y'all make fun of me in a minute. But I got two pretty funny things. Jack Malay made an offhand crack about the San Jose Sharks jersey on Monday's show, on Malay Monday. Boy, did I get a lot of feedback. Here we go. San Jose, if anything, has one of the most unique kinds of jerseys. On the other hand, it used to be the Lakers, and now, well, this is really bad English. Now Raiders much, and then NHL, IRIE, agreed. The letters LA on a black jersey, real unique design. Edwin Garcia, Sharks jersey, ugly. Seriously, at least my hockey team didn't copy the Raiders colors. And look at the old Kings jerseys; they're fucking hideous. They look like McDonald's work uniform. And then the guy goes on and says, Jack Malay looks like Kyle Clifford's ugly ass. Who's Kyle Clifford?
Tyler is a reliever.
He's a reliever. And then
Did you say Tyler Clifford?
Kyle Clifford.
Oh,
Kyle Clifford.
Who's that?
I don't know who
Plays for
Tyler.
the Kings.
I don't know who that is.
Who is
The
that?
Kings. Plays for the Kings, I think.
He looks like Jack Malay looks like Kyle Clifford's ugly. Jack Malay's fucking beautiful, dude. I bet he's better looking
He's a
than you.
good-looking guy.
I got to be honest with you. I said to my wife, I don't really like doing the show with him all that much because I'm usually the best looking guy here.
Yeah, he
And
plays
then
for the Kings.
Yeah, and he plays for the Kings. And my personal favorite, Edwin Garcia, not fitting any stereotypes. Fuck Jack Malay. I'd love him to say that in San Jose. Get his ass killed.
Damn.
That's lovely.
Speaking of Russia,
Get your ass killed. Yo, listen.
Was that
I
that
didn't
kid?
say it.
Was
What's
it that kid going after Jack, the one who doesn't have any brains?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't recognize any of these guys, but it's very rare that an offhand comment, even that I make, gets this much, heat. But I'm glad it was
Just
Jack.
tell
you
Jack,
don't mess
go-
with jerseys. You don't talk fashion anymore.
Yeah.
This is the fucking millennials' wheelhouse. You don't fucking talk
Yeah.
fashion.
Speaking of, now that I put this in the headlines, but the World Cup jerseys, because the Adidas in the NHL made a nice little deal, which I'm okay with. The World Cup jerseys, and I'm actually going back. Was it Zarambitsky? Yeah, he said it yesterday when he called. That he didn't want to make the hockey jerseys look like soccer jerseys. And I said, don't worry about it. They'll make their own thing. Don't even sweat it. Adidas is great. I wear Adidas every day. And it looks like that they're actually putting the Adidas stripes, in the World Cup uniforms. Does that mean they're going to be putting stripes in all the NHL uniforms? That would be weird. And that would be soccer-like. What do you think of that, Jeff?
As long as I'm not seeing an ad for Viagra on somebody's jersey.
No, but what about stripes? What about Adidas? That's sort of an ad. I mean, that's like iconic. The Adidas stripes, the triple stripes.
We'll just have to see how it plays with the jerseys, I guess.
Oh wow. What do you think, Dave? You probably don't give a shit.
Well, I'm kind of with Jeff here. As long as they don't start like flat out like NASCAR uniforms, like fuck that. But the stripe it doesn't really bug me too much. I mean, if they can work it in as part of the uniform and it doesn't it's not grossly just there, then
I don't
depends
think,
on how they do it.
I think this is just the World Cup. I think the NHL's throwing them a bone. I doubt the Rangers are going to put Adidas stripe in their jersey. I think I'd have a problem with that. I do think that more than likely Adidas will work with teams if they want to change and alter and stuff like that. And that's not a bad thing. Adidas knows what they're doing. They've been around a long time.
Don't put an ad for Metamucil.
This is not about ads, but I mean, look, Reebok has an ad. They have the contract now, which is a part of, and they have Reebok on the back. So let's see what Suron has to say.
That's becoming the big thing in all of sports right now. Is you're seeing in the UFC, there's talks within the NBA about sponsorships on uniforms. This is becoming a big thing, and I think it's becoming bigger. It's just a matter of time.
WWE is they're releasing a Tap Out in April.
That's right. WWE is now sponsored by Tap Out, and they have a whole line of things that are coming out with Tap Out gear. This is becoming a thing, and eventually It's just
coming.
gonna.
It's coming.
Unions and all this stuff, collective bargaining. It's gonna come into play where basically individual
It's
players
too
are gonna
much
be able
money.
to have like hemorrhoid pads.
It's too much money.
So
to turn down.
WWE is going to put advertisement on their thongs now. I mean, that might get a pretty good diversity cut for like wrestling. I mean, you finally might get girls to watch it now.
What's the matter? You don't
right,
like wrestling?
right on the dickhead. You just put a condom.
What's on your mind, Saran?
I called in saying that it wasn't insert Polish name.
All right.
It was me.
What do you
It was
want?
me.
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
No, I was
Before yell at
just
you.
sorting out that I called in yesterday. But
Stay
yeah,
on topic.
Stay on top.
Stay on topic.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be pretty cool to have a Viagra ad. I mean, there could be a bunch of other shitty ads.
Christ.
I mean, can you imagine like the
Sorry. Try next time. You know why I blow people up? I blow people up more often with Jeff because he reacts to it the most, and it tickles it tickles my funny bone. I bet he wanted to talk about Kovalchuk too. Too late.
Too late.
Too late. Too late.
Got
too
to the
late.
fucking point. This isn't foreplay, folks.
Yeah.
I don't
All
like
right.
my vagina played with. Just
maybe
get
if
to
you
the
got
fucking-
yelled at more, you'd get to the point faster.
Let me see something real quick. I want to see the games last night. All right, Rangers lost 5-2 last night. I want to talk about the Rangers a little bit. The most interesting thing that happened last night in Rangerland, TJ Miller, who's been hot, red hot for the New York Rangers, he decides to throw down with Sergei Kalinin. I think that's his name, who ended up with a Gordie Howe hat trick that night, a goal and assist in a fight. But the interesting thing was, and I thought it was the tape on the knuckles, but it's just tape on the and maybe you could tell me why, because I'm not a huge boxing or UFC guy, so I don't know too much about fighting. I know a little bit about hockey fighting. There was tape on, I don't know, like his what do you call it, on his hand, not his knuckles. And after the fight, TJ Miller was ejected in this 5-2 loss to the Devils for intent to injure, because you can't have tape in your hands. And I saw a lot of Ranger fans online, and I'm a huge Ranger fan. I love the Rangers, grew up with the Rangers. If you're going to fight, you really got to know all the rules. 100% know all the rules. And he didn't know them, and the refs did the right thing. The refs were not picking on the Rangers.
No.
That's the rule.
God forbid the refs do their job.
It's an auto penalty, too. But apparently
you ever been hit with a taped fist?
No. That's
Not
the thing. I
fun.
didn't even think of that. But I mean,
Not
it's
fun.
the it really doesn't matter what I knew. I didn't know the rule, but it doesn't matter. I'm not an NHL hockey player. I'm a dope on YouTube. Matthew Kazar, what do you think of tapes in the hand?
Well, it's like you said, it should be a penalty automatically, regardless.
It is. It already is. It's automatic game ejection. So I don't think the referees had a point. I'm sure Mike Haynes saw the tape and he was like, bang, power play. Rangers killed the major off. It was a pretty good game last night, and I said this in one of my H1Z1 broadcasts. This was a bigger game for the Devils than it was the Rangers, and a much more important game. And the Devils showed they want it a lot. They wanted a lot more, and that's why they won. The Rangers could absorb this, but this is a team you may meet in the playoffs, and they are going to play up to you. The Devils are ahead of schedule with putting this team together. They're supposed to be in the toilet for the next 5 years. They got a great coach. Somebody asked me yesterday, I think it was David S. He asked me, is Haynes Haynes or Hayes? Haynes. There's too many of them. I swear to God. Is he a Jack Adams candidate? He's the slam dunk winner if he makes the playoffs. Would you agree with that, Dave?
I don't know about slam dunk. Because if he's getting in as an 8, but I think you could definitely make the case for him because, like you said, this team there's not talent on this team. This team should not be in the playoffs. But I'm wondering if it's because of all the disappointing teams in the East more than it is. I mean, teams are letting them stay in it. I think he's in the conversation, but with the way Trotz has coached that Washington team. I don't see anyone winning it over Trotz. Trotz is the coach of the year.
That's a good point. All right, what do you got back, Kazar?
You guys were talking about jerseys before. Did you talk about the story of the Canadiens jersey?
Yes,
How are you not getting blown up right now?
I was good. No, I know what he's talking about, and I was gonna save it for Sunday.
Okay, never mind.
I'll give you.
He said, fuck your topic.
I should have. No, I didn't say fuck. No, I didn't. Check this out. No. I let him. I did. He answered something. Don't worry. He did it right.
Okay.
No.
Fuck.
What was that guy that made all those prank
Ew.
calls? That us. Who's the guy that made all the prank calls to us last year? What's his name? The guy from Norway.
The troll guy?
Yeah. The troll
Man?
guy. Yeah, it's like he sent his people over to the Montreal Canadiens, right? So like they had like an automated tweet, and I guess if you sent what was the thing? If you sent them something, they would send you something back.
An auto
They
reply
almost got
back.
1 million subscribers,
Uh-huh.
and the millionth person to subscribe, they're gonna make a jersey of him, and the name on the jersey was gonna be his Twitter name.
Yeah, and the Twitter name. The Twitter name was like all N-words must die or something like that. There was other ones they sent to like I love ISIS, you know. So it was all those fucking jackasses, you know. You know what it is? You know, like I'm not gonna sit there and give like, yeah, what they said is horrible and racist and all this other stuff, and it was a bit. But you know, I really wonder. We live in an over outrage world. Where you have an over outrage world, outrage becomes funny. So you get these people that they're not necessarily bigots. I mean, I don't know what's in their heart, but they do this stuff just to fucking make people freak the fuck out.
It's so hard to judge intent, though, Tommy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
all you do is judge the words that are being said.
I remember I
sometimes.
heard about a 4chan thing where Mountain Dew wanted you to name their new Mountain Dew flavor or something like that, and a far runaway winner was the new Mountain Dew drink was Hitler wasn't wrong about everything. You know, like to me, like for the non-constantly habitually outraged, that's funny because it's
What would that taste like?
It's so stupid, you know, it's dumb. But to the world we live in, it's just ridiculously oversensitive and looking to get offended. And that's the thing. You're giving them the reaction that you want. And that's what I think it was. That's probably more than likely what I think it was. Or it was the Ku Klux Klan, one of the two, you know. But I was going to
You know what the best part about this was?
What?
Was that the Canadians organization, the Twitter account, they had already planned that they're going to put a Twitter of Max Pacioretty, a video of him saying thank you to the fans, thank you for all of your support.
Yeah.
But all the fans are writing stuff like, fuck you guys sucked. And like Pacioretty comes on like, thank you for your support. And everyone else is like, fuck you.
Yeah, I guess I probably should have told you guys I was going to shelve it, but you know, you can't do that with hockey. I can't save something to Sunday. I'll bring the pictures up Sunday. We'll talk about it Sunday. I wanted to do it in the talk show because I wanted to show it to Jake because I know Jake loves that stuff. But it was really good. All right, buddy. Thanks for the call.
He doesn't watch anyway, so.
You coming on tomorrow? What's your schedule, Kazar?
Tomorrow?
Yeah, you coming on?
I don't know tomorrow, but next week, the whole week, I'm free.
Next week, okay. We'll have you on all day. Hear that, everybody? Matt Kazar on in the Crazy Tommy C, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got Kazar all week next week. We'll have you with
3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it is. 9:30.
You won't be able to blow me up because I'm going to be there permanently.
What'd you say?
I said you won't be able to blow me up.
Fucking fuck with me.
Oh, he walked right into it.
You knew it was coming. I saw your face.
Oh my God. It doesn't matter what you say. Oh, you just rocked him.
Look at this. All the nuts in the chat. They're explaining to me how I got this like story wrong. With the N-word story.
Yeah.
Fucking pure Christina Pro. It was death at N-words. It was the handle, and then I got the drink wrong. Fight said Hitler did nothing wrong. Power drink.
Jake
I like that
answered
stuff.
my
I gotta be honest with you.
what
Look,
it tastes like in the chat.
you know, I mean, the self-justice warrior, a left-wing whack, was like, "Wow, we really have a race problem in our country." Or you can look at it like it really is. We have a bunch of fucking dorks with nothing better to do that like to piss off people that say they have a race problem in our country. You know, but
I'm so thankful to have Jake in my life because he answered my question I asked earlier, what that drink would taste like. He said it would taste purity. If there's ever a reason to love having a link around, it's now.
Yeah. As I would talk about TJ Miller, Rangers got their ass kicked. It was a playoff game last night. I expected, I didn't expect the Rangers. Well, they didn't really get blown out because they just blew. It's tough to tell what a blowout is, in the NHL with the empty net. But
it was a competitive game.
It was a very competitive game. The Rangers dominated certain points. It was a really good game.
Yeah.
At no time, and I think I got news for you, Ranger fans. I thought there was a chance they could lose. And I thought they would be in it, and they were in it most of the time. There's a chance they could lose. This is a good team as far as to where they coached. They don't have a tremendous amount of talent, but let's be honest. Corey Snyder's no slouch. Adam Henrique can still play. Not everybody. When I say the team sucks, it's just it doesn't have a lot of depth from a firepower standpoint. You got a bunch of guys that believe in something and believe that they can win together. And I'm sorry.
Total team effort. Total team effort.
Exactly. That can carry you places. Fuck analytics. Yeah. Fuck it. You can beat the science with your attitude. I've seen it too many times in the Army.
When you're plucky, it doesn't matter what the analytics say.
So all the Ranger fans are kind of embarrassing me yesterday with they're picking on him. No, it's an automatic rule. What are you gonna do? I'm not mad at TJ Miller. He probably didn't know. He doesn't fucking fight all the time. I'm glad he did fight. But he had a hand injury, obviously, and he didn't know.
He probably just taped too high, too, because, taping the wrist, that's common practice, right?
But you can't throw down. You can tape it, but you can't throw down. So, he threw down. It was a nice fight, too. Real quality fight, but he got an intent to injure, and, of course, he didn't intend to injure Sergei Kalinin, who had a great game. It's a fun game. It's a good game. Range better wake up.
That's one of those zero-tolerance rules, though, that I don't have a problem with.
No, I don't have a problem with it either. Somebody get hurt real bad.
Because you can't hurt somebody with a taped fist. So.
John Coolish, new caller. You're on the air.
Hey, what's up, Tommy?
What's going on? Would you tell me what's going on? What's on your mind?
I just wanted to chime in on the Devils situation.
What do you think about that?
I think with their acquisition of Ray Shero, was that like a year ago?
Yeah, they took Fred Shero's.
Yeah, I think that was a good move on their part for restructuring their whole team. They're real nitty gritty, and they get pucks to the net. And as you were saying, they can really
it's a full team effort.
Just get right to the net where they need to be.
Yeah, full team effort. They know exactly. They keep it simple, stupid. It's not very exciting hockey, but they have a bunch of guys that can believe that they have the skills to win hockey games against elite teams in the league, and the Rangers are an elite team. You're 100% right. And I'll give you this. That's a good point, John. We didn't talk about Ray Shero. Ray Shero hired this guy. The Devils are in a complete post-Brodeur era. They're supposed to really suck, not fight for the playoffs. There's nothing left of that 2012 team besides Adam Henrique. Maybe one or two other guys, or maybe Zajac or something like that. But this is they're ahead of schedule. Dave, I'm stealing it from David S. I'm going to let him know right now. I stole it, but they're ahead of schedule, and it's good stuff. It's good stuff as far as Devil fans have to be happy. Can they maintain a la Calgary Flames? That remains to be seen. But I like this coach. And I think Alain Vigneault's a good coach. I thought there was a little bit of a coach's battle last night. This is setting up what is sure to be, whenever the Rangers and the Devils meet up in the playoffs, and I can smell it a mile away, it is sure to be, it's going to be epic. And I'll tell you something else. If the Rangers don't win that series, their playoff contention as this team as it is over. As far as cup contention, it's over. It's time to redo everything. I would pretty much trade just about everybody. Start over.
I think for the Devils, they need a few more forwards. They're pretty good on defense, but if they get some guys that can actually score up front, they could probably be someone.
That's the interesting thing, John. That's the interesting thing about this. As Tommy said, we're in the post-Brodeur era, yet. Do you know who the number one team in the league is at stopping goals this year?
New Jersey, yeah.
It's the fucking Devils.
Yeah.
Yep.
They are number one. They give up 2.2 goals a game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's also what they score a game, which puts them in 30. That's the problem.
No, that's a really good point. But John's right. Getting the but see, here's the thing: the Devils.
We need some offense.
But see, the Devils do have a history of not going after big name free agents. Some of that is because they're restricted. So, what is the budget of?
Maybe it is Kovalchuk.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, the thing with Ray Shero, he destroyed the Penguins' salary cap. So I hope he doesn't do that with the Devils. It's kind of iffy with him.
Well, I got to be honest with you. No, I got to be honest with you. He destroyed it. You guys got a cup with him, correct?
Yeah.
All right. He destroyed the salary cap. Look at Chicago did the same thing. It got you a cup
yearly. You have to be able to push the cap.
Your team,
I'm giving him a pass.
Your team is You got a cup. Your team is frightening on paper. They just haven't been able to put it together. And guess who I'm blaming? Another leadership issue.
Yeah.
And that's what I think. Those look at the. You want to get a fucking hockey boner? Just go to NHL.com right now. Look at the Penguins right now. Look at the Penguins lineup.
I know. I see their
frightening.
roster,
Because so there's something else going on. They obviously have the analytics end covered. They might be a little short on defense besides Letang. They have everything. I don't think Marc-Andre Fleury's a bad goalie. I think he's elite. I think he's an elite goalie.
He's proven that time and time again.
Time and time again. Boy, I bet
this year it's been about Sidney getting off to the horrendously bad start, and now the injuries have piled up. It's been a rough go, but I think Sidney's playing better. But now they don't have Malkin, who is making his return.
Don't get me started on injuries.
Malkin and Bonino are coming back. They were missing their 3 bottom forwards. Now they're getting everybody back.
Yeah. All right. I gotta let you go.
The interesting question, Tommy, about that is with Malkin coming back, is that going to throw off the groove of Crosby?
No, don't think so. They probably won't even put him on the same line. More than likely, I doubt that. No, I don't think so. I don't think that could only be a positive with Malkin coming
Well, I'm
back.
talking more of like chemistry-wise, because we speculated earlier in the year that there's a problem between those two guys, and potentially even more on that team.
I don't know. See, that's my gut feeling. I've speculated because just what I see. I don't have any information. Otherwise, I've yet to see a report.
But all we can do is go off what
over the years. Matt Niskanen, Scazzeri. That we have seen guys go to the media and say we have a leadership problem, and you read the whole article, and the guy that's the leader never gets mentioned. You know, I mean, God, you think he was Jesus Christ himself? It's amazing. But
Shero purposely screwed the salary cap because he knew Crosby was going to take his job anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, good point. All right, John, I got to take some other calls. Talk to you later.
All right,
bud.
see you, Tom.
All right, good man. Hope you call back. Hope you like, sub, and share. New guy, maybe he's been listening for a while. Kevin Zuza from Massachusetts. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Kev from Mass, what you got? One thing only, though.
All right, I need to ask, if the Devils and the Rangers do make it into the same round eventually in the playoffs, how long do you think the series will go?
7.
You think 7?
7. No, yeah, I think that'll be a dogfight. You saw a preview last night. You saw a preview. The Devils are going to show up to play. They're going to play trapping style, they can't play a trap like they did because there's no red line, but they're gonna hold things up. And there was times last night where the Devils opened it up. Well, no, they counterattacked, but I mean, look, yeah, I think it's going to be a dogfight, a fucking dogfight. I couldn't be. It's if the Rangers don't take the Devils seriously, which I don't think they will. I don't think Alain Vigneault's a dope. I don't think you have a lot of arrogant guys in that locker room. No, I think that it's going to be a classic Devils-Rangers series. Devils-Rangers series rarely are unmemorable throughout history. So, yeah. Anything else real quick, though?
I just wanted to ask what you thought. Personally, I would want the Devils to win. I'm sorry.
Oh, really? Well, that's too bad. Well, why would you say that?
Tommy.
Everybody's getting blown up today. I try to be fucking fair, and I try to be nice and level-headed, and then you take a shot at my team.
Damn right he does.
He did that on purpose.
He told you to eat it, and he wanted you to like it.
Good call, Kev.
On your show.
He's from the same town that Jack Eichel's from, so he was really happy with my Jack Eichel video. Let's say hello to some people in the chat. Pure, nice to see you around. Love you, kid. No cap space. Legit attitude problem. quoting Dave, which Dave definitely had the line of the day. Too tall. Kevin Dwyer and Nash till whatever your goddamn name is. Why can't you just be something right? Fight in Germany. Who else we got? I like to get as many as I can. Gun Cannon 15, good man that he is. Ciron, great call.
Nash the NHL Hut. It's not
Kevin and Mass, great call, buddy. And Joey Edshagari. Oh God, it's his 18th birthday, Joey. Happy birthday, buddy. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Bray
Go
Bob's.
get yourself a hooker.
Listen to you. Listen, go get yourself a big hooker. Tell him it's on, Jeffrey.
Wait, are you trying to do the Rick Grimes voice?
I do.
Coral.
Wake up, Coral.
Coral, go back with the others. There you go. Jean-Sebastien Delhomme. David S. Can't believe I'm missing the show. Show at the doctors. I actually hope Colby comes back. You don't know what you're talking about, kid.
You got to get those STDs treated. It's okay. We forgive you.
The Devils fans are quite nice to me today. I'm a little surprised. I wasn't saying I was like, I wasn't like I don't know. I was expecting to take some shit today. Everybody definitely happy birthday. Want to say happy birthdays. I can't. Tommy C is biased. Greg Wyshynski. He's a Devils fan too. I'm not biased. I don't think. You know what? I am. I don't care. You don't like it? Fucking. I think you should be biased. You know what? My hair is awful today. I bet Mac is. I had a kid write me. He goes, "Your hair is terrible." That's it. That's all he wrote. And I go into and look at his YouTube channel, and it's just him shooting pucks at a net with no like this is the CCM 220 SK100, and he just shoots the damn pucks to the net. Guy's got
mommy and daddy bought for me.
Yeah, well, I have to pay for my own haircuts.
Why is Kelvin Acosta attacking my hat? Say it needs to be washed. No, this thing's clean, son.
It's fine. It's white as fuck. What are you talking about, man?
Clean.
What are you saying?
It's like 2 weeks old.
You're the man. You're the man. All right, let me go some headlines.
Doesn't have a bend in it yet.
Get the fuck out of here. John Scott Story has a movie deal. Mitch Albom to write the script. Do you know who that is? I know you guys are. You're more of an entertainment guy, Dave. Mitch Albom.
I can Google it and act like I knew.
Fuck it. I don't know. Well,
I'm calling for what's his name to place. What's his name? Leaf Schreiber.
Yeah, I think
calling
he's the
him
best.
to play Scott.
The problem is he's a short guy, isn't he?
Schreiber?
No,
yeah.
isn't he a big guy?
He's over 6 foot. Because I mean,
that Schreiber was a pretty decent sized guy.
Schreiber's the guy who played the villain Goon in Goon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I think he can skate
He's
too.
pretty big.
Yeah, but he's not 6'8", John Scott big.
No, who is that?
No,
well, the wonderful world of Hollywood editing.
Yeah, that's true. It'd be great if they got him. He's 6'3", he probably could do it. That's not a small man by any means.
It's a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie. Gotta be 6'8".
Gotta be 6'8", though.
I'm all for being authentic, you know? That's what I want to do. All right.
Get Tom Cruise to play him. That'll do it.
Yeah, Tom Cruise. You go. I can see Tom Cruise going for that dumb part. The old fart, 50 years old. I'm short. That's the part for me.
I can do this.
Yeah.
I'm going to reinvent myself.
Oh, God. I wish you just leave the planet.
It's going to be a movie of a lot of running.
I wish, who's the guy that founded Scientology? L. Ron Hubbard would show up in a spaceship and take Tom Cruise with him. That's what I want. Yeah. What do they do when they hold the tin can cups? What do they call that? An auditing? I'm going to my auditing session. I want to audit you. I'm going to audit you. I'm Tom Cruise. Put your hands on these cups and watch this needle go up and down. And I'm going to tell you stuff about yourself you already know. And then you're going to give me 10 grand. Scientology.
Boom.
Boom. Yeah. That movie was great that they came out with last year. What was that called? The Prison of Belief. Scientology. Prison.
It was like 2 simple words, wasn't it?
Scientology, A Prison of Belief. Excellent documentary. Unbelievable.
There was another one on him too.
No, it wasn't on him. That wasn't on him. That was on the whole church.
Book.
Yeah, that was a book, and they turned it into a film last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. Really good movie. So really, I want a big choice to get a good movie. That's right. Randall. Get it. Good choice. On Tuesday, Buffalo Sabres sent their longest-serving player, blue liner Mike Weber, to the Caps. Rich get richer in exchange for a third-round draft pick. Caps are going for it. They were a little nervous on defense to get a solid guy like Weber. They're going for the Stanley Cup, folks. Ovechkin could be holding the Stanley Cup over his head.
Well, when you got like a 20-point lead over everybody in the rest of the league,
very likely.
This has nothing to do with regular season. They got a guy with cup experience. He's got like 3.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're going places. The only thing, and I've seen this happen before, Rangers won the President's Trophy in '92. This shit could get on you, and they have a choking history, not unlike the Rangers did. It's going to take a tremendous effort of leadership because every playoff team, even Stanley Cup team, gets in a bind at some point. Ovechkin's gonna have to come from behind. If he can show you that he can come from behind in a scenario, like in a series or a game, they'll win the Stanley Cup.
I'll tell you though, man, if there was ever a year for a steamroll, it would be this year.
Yeah, you gotta wonder. But it never works out that way, Dave. It just never does. Jeff can back me up on that, too. Every time you think a team's got it, it never works out that way. We could very easily be talking about how shocked we are in the last week of April, how the Washington Capitals are a game away from elimination. That doesn't even sound crazy. It really doesn't.
No, because of the Caps.
Yeah, because of the Caps. Yeah. Well, and not even because they're the Caps, because hockey's nuts as far as the playoffs are concerned. So, that's the way I feel about it.
I'm going with Trotz, man. Fuck it. I love Trotz.
Oh, one more thing. One funny thing. I gotta play this. Ah, shit. I probably should have done this. All right, I'm gonna give this to Rich Clune. He's a guy, I guess he plays for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and he used to play for the Preds. And they bounce, him and this guy Cody Bass bounce up and down. They fight a lot in the AHL, okay? These are one of these guys, these players that, get called up, called down. So Clune gets his rights traded to Toronto, and Cody Bass ends up in, or Bass, he ends up in the Predators and takes Clune's old Predators number. So he was interviewed. They got into a really nasty thing. It looked like it was going to be a full scale brawl on the line, and you have to. I'm gonna put the video up for this, boys. You have to see this interview of Rich Clune right afterwards. It's just hysterical.
Having words. They fought in the minors last year, and well, let's see what Rich Clune has to say.
This is terribly funny. Masters.
Rich, facing Nashville for the first time since you left the Predators organization, what's it like for you to play your old team? I mean, it's fun. I mean, I like the obviously, you and Cody got linked up there in the warm-up. What sparked that? It's just an ongoing battle with him. He's every time we fought, he's on the losing end, and he's wearing my number in Nashville now. So I was telling him I'd rip that jersey off his chest if he was playing, but he wasn't playing. So.
Was that one of the greatest interviews of all time?
Oh, that's good.
But he wasn't playing though. And they're arguing at center ice. You took my number, man. All right. Maybe there's a lot of dopey guys that play hockey, That guy looked like one of them. Last night in the National Hockey League, Philadelphia Flyers come up short to Carolina. That's not good for a playoffs push. Canes take the Flyers 3-2. Disappointing showing for the New York Rangers. Devils dominate in the third period. They take the Rangers 5-2. The Columbus Blue Jackets, they were in Detroit. Detroit takes them 2-1 at the Joe. Yotes, Bolts, and the Bolts come up 2-1 in that particular game. The Nashville Predators. The Predators and the Toronto Maple Leafs met up. Predators come up. Well, I guess Bass got the last laugh. Predators win that 3-2.
Yeah.
He did. I guess he got the last, but he wasn't playing. So I told him he was playing. I ripped that jersey off, but he got scratched. Jesus. Oh, who had a hat trick last night too? Over there, Jeff. Who had a hat trick in Nashville?
Who had a hat trick? I don't know.
Nah, beats the fuck out of me. We went professionals, go somewhere else. Somebody had a hat trick last night.
Forsberg.
Bitch,
I said it first. No. Go back to the tape. I said it first. I said it first. No.
As I was saying, Dallas Stars, they were in Winnipeg. Winnipeg continues their woes. Reports of Andrew Ladd leaving, reports of him staying. Who knows? Who knows where Andrew Ladd's going? Winnipeg.
Chicago.
Yeah, you think so? Dave says Chicago.
He's going to Chicago.
Going home to Chicago. New York Islanders, they rip. Maybe Zarabinski was right. They pound the Minnesota Wild 4-1. Well, maybe that's the end of that. Maybe that little jolt of yo energy is over. I would love to have been a fly on the wall at Zarabinski's high school when they were goofing on Yo's kid. It must have been, but it was really fucking awful. See, if Zarabinski really loved me, he would have had his phone out and recorded the whole thing and sent it into the show. Did you hear about that, Dave? Dave.
I turned my mic off because I was typing back to Jeff like a child.
Dave, did you hear about that, though?
Yes.
Zarabinski, he goes to school with Mike Yo's kid, and they're all goofing on him the whole day over there. It's fucking horrible, right?
That's rough.
What was that guy, Dallas Aikens? He used to coach the Toronto Maple Leafs, or no, it was the Edmonton Oilers. He was like, "Can you believe this? I just dropped my kid off for school, and then one of the kids said to me, 'Hey, coach,' and I said, 'Yes, you suck.' Can you believe that? Our youth today. I mean, of course, because you did suck, Dallas. You sucked a lot. Sorry you didn't get Connor McDavid. Could have hung on one more year. Dallas Aikens. Can you believe he said, 'I suck'? You suck. You suck. Was it a nice thing to say? I suppose you could stitch on him and go to his parents. That being said, Ottawa crushes Edmonton 4-1. Calgary comes up short to Los Angeles tonight, 2-1 tonight in the National Hockey League, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Habs, they're gonna beat the ever living shit out of the Caps are gonna crush the Habs. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny.
Habs are only 10 points up from the bottom team in the league.
Good for them. It's all PK's fault. Ask Michel Therrien. It's not just PK's fault.
That's right.
Yeah.
Blame
It's
PK.
not. I've never seen a team I don't think I've ever seen a team unravel like that looks so focused early in the season in my life. And that's saying some shit.
Oh yeah, it's pretty historic.
It is.
Damn.
I think they broke their own. Wouldn't it be funny the year they broke their own opening season record that they did make the playoffs? Oh, that's so funny. 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Pittsburgh Penguins are in Boston. Take on the Bruins. 10 p.m. 2 late night games. San Jose versus Colorado, and 10:30 Buffalo is in Anaheim to see the Ducks. Thank you very much, Mr. Jeff. If you want to check out Jeff, my name is Jeff. I don't know. Everybody says that. I don't even know what movies that's from, but I like saying my name is Jeff.
Street.
What's that? 22 Jump Street.
22 Jump Street.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure you've heard that a lot. I have a cousin named
Not really, actually.
Oh, really? Yeah, because you're all ripped up. Afraid they
right. So is Channing Tatum.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, he gets paid that goofy. No one pays
Channing
you.
Tatum's actually a good-looking guy.
Oh, you're a beautiful man. Show everybody your chest. Show everybody your chest. Come on, take your shirt off. Like a big homo.
I would never wear clothes if I was Huffman.
I know, I wouldn't either. Yeah! I would, like, what? Nobody makes fun of me.
I wonder why.
Nobody makes fun of me. I don't know. Jesus.
Used as a fucking blacksmith's anvil for abs, and he wonders why he doesn't get made fun of.
Nobody makes fun of me. I was in the Army. I was in pretty good shape. I was never in that kind of shape in my life. Now, Dave wasn't either. And you were in probably better shape than me when you were playing football, I imagine, right?
Yeah, and never had the six packs. I've always had the one pack going, always.
Yeah.
But
1 pack of beer.
it was a solid ab, though. I had a solid ab.
Absolutely.
The phenomenal world of steroids.
I got some show announcements. 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our regular talk show, hockey heavy talk show, Shot from the Point Live. We're doing that 3 p.m. Sunday. Also, I'm going to be making an announcement about the Colorado. Who's playing? Colorado and Detroit for an outdoor game. I think we're going to do an outdoor game
Coors
special.
Field.
Yeah, let's do it. So I'll put the announcement in our chat, and you guys want to sign up for that or not sign up for it or whatever. So I think we're going to go live on Saturday, too. So there's lots of Shot from the Point. We'll only have Friday off, and we're going right back to a full broadcasting week. So isn't that good? Isn't that good? I think that's all I got. Anything else? Anybody else got anything? We want to get the hell out of here.
NXT live review tonight, directly after NXT, Dead on Dave Productions.
Dead on Dave Productions. You can check him on the front page of the Shot from the Point YouTube channel. Check on Dead on Dave's production. All his Pokemon streams, his tremendous live show right after Raw every Monday night and after every pay-per-view as well. You can check him out. And you know what? He throws you over the top rope. I tell you, get out of my crease.